Hello, welcome to Scott's Odyssey. Did you ever see a geyser on some nature show or in pictures or history books and think, wow, wouldn't it be cool to see one in real life? Well, if you live on the east coast of the United States, you have to travel to Wyoming, Oregon, Nevada, or just come to Pennsylvania. See you in a minute. Welcome back. If you've watched my videos before, thank you for your patronage, and if you're new to Scott's Odyssey, welcome aboard. Believe it or not, the only place on the east coast of the United States of America where you can actually visit a real-life geyser is found in Pennsylvania. Specifically, Butler Township, Pennsylvania, just a short distance from the city of Ashland and down the mountain from the city that no longer exists. All part of the heart of coal country. The geyser has no formal name, but over time it's become known as the Big Mine Run Geyser, even though it has no direct connection with the Big Mine Run and has been spitting water since the late 1930s. The name Big Mine Run Geyser is taken from the road that goes past it, Big Mine Run Road. Now, this is not a naturally occurring geyser like Morning Glory, Old Perpetual Fly, or Old Faithful. No. This geyser is the result of an old mine ventilation shaft from when there were active coal mines in this area. According to the locals, there used to be two geysers, but one stopped shooting water a couple of decades ago, although we might find different. The actual ventilation shaft turned drainage tunnel is part of the Bass Colliery, which operated from 1853 until it closed in 1934. Producing 10 million tons of anthracite coal during operation. As a direct adverse effect created with the total abandonment of the mine, when there are high rains or after the winter snow melts, the tunnels fill with water, then race at high speeds down through the steep angled shafts. The shafts all dump their combined fast-moving water into the last stretch of the mine, which all ends up at the ventilation shaft, and then under extremely high pressure travels 300 feet through a 32-inch hole and then shoots upward of 15 feet into the air. You heard that right. The opening is only 32 inches wide and the tunnel's down all the way 300 feet deep in the reaches of the actual mine. Local talks with the Department of Environmental Protection have been underway for several years regarding the safety of the mine waters, which smells deliciously of sun-soured rotten eggs due to their sulfur content, and comments back to the people have not addressed the safety, but have noted that plugging the hole would most likely lead to the mine water backing up into the houses that are in this area. The geyser is said to have its highest shots at over 15 feet into the air during the spring and when summer and autumn come along. It does more of a gurgle with little to no eruptions during the hotter months. But for the majority of the year, it hangs out at a comfortable 3 to 6 feet steadily. I know what you're thinking. All that toxic acid mine drainage flowing 20 feet down the hill to the Mahanoy Creek must be bad for the environment, and they should plug this environmental hazard as soon as possible. Well, you see, there's only a little truth in that statement. Yes, the water is probably unsafe for drinking or even bathing in, and it's an additive pollutant to the creek down below. But the big mine run geyser is only one of 35 confirmed sources of acid mine drainage into this watershed for the parks. It's the least harmful out of the 35. Another thing to realize is that this contamination has been going on since the early 1800s, and comparably, the contamination taking place now is nil in percentages. Not to mention the fact that the coal mining is still a very active process in the east parts of Pennsylvania, as well as further up north. And most definitely not forgetting about what is happening in the city that doesn't exist. If you liked learning that Pennsylvania has the only geyser on the east coast of the United States, then you may like to hear about this other only in Pennsylvania site right here. As always, I thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.